You can almost hear the noise coming from the nearby French Quarter. And they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Katie York set to get this one started. And we're underway in Caesars Superdome. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Crescent City of New Orleans and the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. And you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
Inside the 10, it is caught. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got first and goal.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
From back at the 13-yard line, it is second and goal. He'll look to throw. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
Really nice job here by the defense, taking advantage of this condensed field. Anytime you're down here in the red zone, the field is wider than it is deep. It's actually very challenging for an offense to stay in their normal rhythm, and coverage has been tight. Pass rush is getting home. Back-to-back sacks.
Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. Back-to-back sacks back them up. What's going to happen now on third and goal? Now they'll set up to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, New England. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. Second down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Now this time they'll look to throw. First throw of the game is going to be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Pat Fryermuth, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
So you're a couple inches away from, instead of celebrating a touchdown with your boys on the sideline, you're trotting back to the huddle with your tail between your legs. And that's the fine line between success and failure in the NFL. And the reality is, he knows it, the sideline knows it, the huddle knows it. At this level, you've got to make that play.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. They motion the slot man left. Back to the air again on second and 10. He is in. Pat Fryermuth. Touchdown, Patriots. That's his 8th touchdown of the season.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass, unmask the defense, and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
They hand it to Gibbs. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's second down.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
A tight end in motion now. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Third and long. They'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. And here comes fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to air this one out. That's caught! And he's in! Touchdown 6. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Saints are on the board. It's now 14-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, New England. York now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Pats will take a 21-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one. So we are through one on Sunday Night Football. The Patriots out on top. Here's 2nd and 2. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Our run here with Gibbs. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Chris Jones, the All-Pro, there on the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Straight ahead with Gibbs. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Third and 9.
Let's keep those sticks moving.
Back to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on 3rd down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And he'll get 4 on this one. Down inside the 40-yard line now. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll send a tight end in motion. Now Gibbs. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. Rolling to the left. He's going to look for the home run ball. That one thrown across the field, and it's intercepted. And the Patriots are going to have it just past their 25.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Once the quarterback gets flushed out of the pocket, Mike, he has to make a split-second decision. Does he remain a passer and give his guys time downfield to work open? Or does he turn into a runner, just try to pick up some positive yards with his legs? I think in this case, the extra time paid off. Remained a passer, found an open target downfield, and he's able to get the ball to him for a nice completion.
Now a ball deep, middle of the field, and he will go all the way. Tyquan Thornton, touchdown New England. A beautiful combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with Gibbs. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll send him over to the left. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7.
When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the first down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that gain.
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Defense has it. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
Now he'll run it.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 6. He's got Fryermuth open on the left side. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over. Now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal. From out of the gun, he'll throw. That is caught by the tight end. Pat Fryermuth. Touchdown, Patriots. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. Now a signal, timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. Saints going to use their 2nd timeout. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. All right, Coach. Thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches. That's for sure. As we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. That one over the back line of the end zone. The touchback means the drive will start at the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. And that is going nowhere fast. Disastrous play, a big loss. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Gibbs. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough It's going to bring up fourth down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the third quarter, they convert on fourth down. That's caught by Gibbs. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the ground, this is Gibbs. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4. They'll stay on the ground. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. They'll run it to the right here with Gibbs. Working his way for a short pickup to the 48. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Third and long. Quick throw, taken in.
They pick up a nice chunk play there through the air on third down, but it's not quite enough to move the chains. Now the question is, how aggressive is this head coach willing to be as he tries to extend this drive?
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. Here Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, New Orleans. That his second touchdown tonight. Bates, good, with the extra point. The Saints are able to edge a bit closer. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on 3rd down, but what they call 3rd and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert 3rd downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback.
He'll look to throw. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. Now they'll set up to throw. All alone is the tight end Freiermuth. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And the Patriots are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 3-yard line. A gain there of 13 yards.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
They'll look to throw again. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
We'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw yet again. He pulls it in around the 5. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line. That is caught, and he will score again. Pat Freiermuth, touchdown New England. 3 touchdowns for him now in this one, and he's up to 10 on the year. York, good on the extra point. And the Patriots will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. It's a toss play, left to Gibbs. This will be a Saints first down as he gets this up to the 42.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
A tight end in motion now. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Quick throw, that's complete on the slant. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. They'll look to pick this up. 3rd and a yard. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
The offense is out there. 4th and inches. They'll try it now with Gibbs. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Patriots. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the 4th.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
The offense staying put. They will go for 2. They'll look to throw. He'll swing that out wide. And they continue to pour it on into the end zone. Tack on 2 more points. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Putting the tight end in motion. They'll run the toss with Gibbs. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They only need a yard, and it's 4th down. Back to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
Now a shot here, deep middle. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, New England. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. York, good on the extra point. And the Pats will add one more onto their big lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Saints will punt this one away. Fair catch made here, and the drive will start at the 23-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. New Orleans' 3rd and final timeout. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Now it's York for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Patriots stretch things out even further. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints lining up in punt formation. And he's on to punt for just the 2nd time in this game. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Oh, he's trying to keep the play alive, but it is intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This one from 43 yards away. Bates' kick is good. And the Saints are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there? This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Here's 1st and 10. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout, somewhat pointlessly called here with 3 seconds to go in a game that has already been decided. Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. This one from 52 yards away. York's kick is good. And the Patriots add on to their lead. So it's a road win here for the Patriots. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, from New Orleans, we say goodnight.